Hi, so I'm Kristin Tyler. I'm an attorney and I'm one of the co-founders at LAWCLERK. And I'm excited to be here today with Zack and all of you Lawyerist fans to talk about some ways we're making things even easier for lawyers to find help and get help when they need it. So,
Kristin, thanks for being with me today. I really appreciate it. And, to hear you guys say that you're making it easier than what you've already done is I'm excited to see what you've got. Because, we got an online web app portal to connect freelancing attorneys with attorneys that need freelance help. That's pretty that's pretty handy anyway. So I'm excited to see what you've got.
Yeah. So, people that know about us already know about LAWCLERK.legal. They've been on their laptop, their desktop. They visited us there to set up their account and get work going. And for any of you who maybe haven't heard some of my prior conversations with Zack, what we do in a nutshell is we work primarily with solo attorneys and small firms to help you find help from other lawyers when you need it. So it's the whole idea of a contract lawyer, which really isn't anything that new for legal, but we've built this website and made it easier for you to connect with thousands of other attorneys to find the exact kind of help you need when you need it. And like Zack said, we have a fun new announcement in that we now have an app for your phone that you can take with you, whether you're on the hiring side or the freelancing side. So let me give you a little walkthrough about that. So the app will be available wherever, whatever device you have, if you have Android or iPhone. So first, let's look at, this is kind of what the app's what it does look like for the hiring side. Okay. So there's a few key functionalities. Once you download the app, you're going to log into it the same way as you would your LAWCLERK.legal account on your desktop. And then you can set a PIN so that in the future you can have a PIN like you may have to get into your phone or a banking or whatever, just to make a quick number punch in on the go to verify that you're really logging in. So you're going to log in, and then you've got a couple of key functionality here. You can post a project. So we have project-based work. We also have subscription work. If you're looking at the ongoing subscription work, you're going to want to do that from your desktop for now, but you can log in here and post a new project. If something comes up and you're on the go and you're like, I really need to get some help with that, you can post it while you're thinking about it.
Oh, wow.
You're also going to get push notifications through the app. So you're going to know when freelancers apply to your work or when you've got a message from someone doing work for you. Maybe they have a question and you can just respond real quickly through the app. That's fantastic. And last but not least, you can also review your applicants. When people do apply to do work with you, you can review them. And if you find a great candidate, go ahead and select them to get them working. So let me show you a little bit about what this looks like.
And I think just to jump in there, I think those last two things, especially, like, there's a lot of stuff that can be done definitely on the go, related to what we're doing with our freelance hires, reviewing project applicants, reviewing what they've sent back to you. That's stuff I can definitely do, sitting, waiting for court. Absolutely.
Exactly. Sitting, waiting for court, sitting, at your kid's soccer game while there's a timeout or the airport, anywhere. It's a few minutes here and there that can really make your work more efficient and make the experience better for you and your freelancer, especially if you can get them started faster, if you can answer a question, clear up those log jams and keep work flowing. So you're right. That's a game changer. But, posting a project through the app looks very similar to what it looks like on the desktop. If you've done that before, you can come in here, you give it a name, set your deadlines, your price, all that good stuff. And then, of course, the next screen, you would, type out a quick paragraph about what the work would entail. Once that work is posted, you're going to see, you can see what you've got in the works on your dashboard on the app. You can go in and look at applicants if you've got applicants. Communicate with them, etc. So that's the quick overview of the hiring app. And this is new because we're just rolling that out this October. We did roll out the app for the freelancers earlier this year. So if you are one of the attorneys who does both hiring work and freelancing work through us from time to time, which a lot of people do, you can download both. So there is a separate app for hiring and freelancing, much like there is for people who drive Uber or whatever. Right. There's a driver app and a writer app. So
absolutely,
think of it that way. But on the freelancer side now, or our remote associates, here's the key functionality with this tool as well. So again, you can review your notifications. You can find out if you've been selected for a job or not. You can search for work. You can get notifications immediately when a new project or subscription pops up. So you can, throw your hat in the ring right away, because a lot of our attorneys like to pick someone really quickly.
Who's prompt. Yeah.
Yeah. The early bird gets the worm when it comes to picking up freelance gigs. And you can also enter your time for the work you've done. So I'll give you a quick look at what these look like. Searching for work, you can scroll through. You can see here we've got both project-based opportunities here, and at the bottom, a 30-hour subscription. So again, this is a great thing if you're killing time at the school pickup line or waiting for a doctor's appointment with your mom or wherever. You can see what works out there, and if there's something that interests you that you want to apply for. When you click in there, of course, you see all the details. This is where you'll see the more in-depth description of the scope of work. And then if you apply, you are, as always, prompted to leave a note about why you're uniquely qualified for that specific project. So super easy to apply for work on the go. Now, on the flip side, when you're in the process of doing a project or working on a subscription, you can enter your time from the app. It's super easy. So if maybe you were, you just spent 3.5 hours drafting a motion, and then you run out the door to meet your friends for happy hour, and you realize on the way, I forgot to enter my time for that. You don't want to forget. You can just do it from the app on the go. So this is a great way to make sure you're capturing all your time, which is especially important if you're working on one of our subscription ongoing working relationships.
Right. Well, and this is nice because as an attorney, I am mostly in front of my computer, but I'm not always doing work at my computer. Sometimes, I like to print things up. Well, I used to like to print things off and read them somewhere else, or draft things by just writing on a notebook, and you can have your phone next to you and enter your time when you're doing that instead of having to be chained to your computer.
Exactly. And for attorneys who have worked with some of the various practice management systems, a lot of those systems also offer apps where you can enter time on the go. Our firm, we use Clio when I'm wearing my lawyer hat. And so I routinely am logging into my app on my phone when I remember, oh yeah, I talked to that client in the car when I was driving home for point 4. I want to make sure I collect that time. Same thing here. If you're doing freelance work, you can capture all that time. So that just rounds up those screens, and you save them in there, super easy. And of course, if you want to learn more, you can visit us at LAWCLERK.legal. If you have any questions or you need help downloading one of the apps or getting it set up, our team is always there to help. Another way to reach us would be support@LAWCLERK.legal. So
fantastic.
That's what I've got for you, Zach.
That's fantastic. I really like that update and the new release here. I think I've got new things to be looking at while I'm on the treadmill. I can be
there. You go
for jobs while I'm move
just
out
don't
of the way.
Fall,
Peloton,
okay, just don't fall. I know. I don't want to see the headline. Lawyer falls on Peloton. Going through the LawCLERK app now.
Oh yeah. Well, it's it'll be good press, right? Well, Kristin, I really appreciate you being with us. This is an exciting new thing. They can also, I always like to point out that signing up at LAWCLERK.legal is free. There's no you go on there, you can sign up to hire or sign up to find jobs, and there's no entry fee or anything like that.
Yeah, and no monthly fees either. So we really want people to be able to access this network and tap into it no matter what side they're on, whenever they need it. So if you haven't made an account with us yet, it's a great time to do that. And we're there to help you if you need any help with registering.
Fantastic. And I assume download the app at LAWCLERK.legal or at Google Play or at...
just wherever you get your app. So if you're on Apple and the App Store, Android, the same place you get your apps there. Sorry, I'm an Apple user, so I know what those terms are. Yes, I do work for a technology company. I should probably figure out what that is. But
you got the
wherever you get your app, you can get it.
Sounds great. All right. Well, Kristin, thank you for being with me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. See you soon.